Man, in 2024, if you don't figure out a way to unfuck your life, it's over, bro. I'm gonna keep it a bug, bro. If you cannot figure out how to unfuck your life in 2024, it's over, bro. Like it's done. If you can't figure out why you act a certain way, why you react to shit a certain way, how come you don't get up when you say you're going to? How come you don't follow a morning routine, or how come you don't try to follow a morning routine? How come you don't hold yourself to a higher standard? If you can't figure out all of these questions that you have about yourself and take initiative on that, if you can't even take the first steps on that, you're done. You're done, bro. You're done. Straight up, like you're just done. If you can't figure out what's meaningful to you and what brings you purpose and value in the world, if you can't figure that shit out, man, life's gonna be tough, bro. Life is going to be tough for you. Life is if you can't figure that shit out, life is gonna be tough, bro. It's gonna be tough. This is the time, bro. There is no better time than right now, bro. Like I always say, this is the time. It's time to start looking at your habits. It's time to start reevaluating. It's time to start reinventing yourself. Actually, it's time to start reinventing yourself and start actually looking within yourself and realizing that you have mistakes, bro. You have problems. You have issues that you need to fix. You have to stop living the same day every single day. You gotta stop getting home from work and taking naps and not putting your value into the shit that brings you purpose. You gotta stop on your days off watching YouTube and watching Netflix all day. That's just not gonna get you nowhere. You gotta stop playing video games because that's just gonna get you nowhere. It's time to start taking your days and your time and start putting it back within yourself and start putting your value into other shit and start actually taking the steps every single day to try and reach that goal and reach that point. And it's not going to be easy. It's going to be tough. It's going to take time. It's going to take a lot of planning, a lot of maneuvering. It's going to take a lot of trials and tribulations. But those trials and tribulations let you know that you're doing something right. If there's no trials and tribulations, then you're doing nothing. There's supposed to be a struggle. There's no way in life you can get to a point without struggle. You have to struggle. If you ever notice, when you hear about a good story, the good story never just keep going up and up and up. There is downs and ups. There's all kinds of different routes that person had to take. There is no such thing as a good story that just keeps going up. There is no such good story because it wouldn't be a good story. Every single good story you heard is because the person that was doing it failed 1,000 fucking times. He failed 1,000 times but kept getting up over and over and over. He kept getting up. That is a great story. You guys have to start looking at your life like it's a story. You can't just get up and go through life like a fucking NPC and have no personality and no goals, no dreams. You can't live like that, bro. Your ancestors didn't die for you to live like that. Your great grandparents didn't die for you to live like that. If your ancestors seen the way you live, they'll be ashamed of you if you're being honest with yourself. You guys can't sit here and just go through life on autopilot and not think you have to do shit and think that shit's not important, bro, because then you wonder why you're in the situation that you're in right now. Including me, I'm not fucking perfect, man. I'm not perfect either. I fuck up sometimes, man. We all fuck up. We all are not perfect, man. We all have shit that we can fix in our life in different areas. I can tell you that for a fact. The richest person in the life that doesn't practice all these morning routines, workout, and all this shit, I can tell you myself that he has flaws in some aspects of his life. There is a flaw. It may not be the main one, but there's an aspect in his life where he's fucking up at. It could be women, dating, his health. There's something in his life that's fucking up because he's not taking care of all his aspects of life. And we all are victims of that. I'm a victim of that. You're a victim of that. We're all victims of that. We all are. It just depends Or are you going to change it? Are you going to be that man that wins in every aspect of life? Or are you going to be the person who only focuses on one aspect of life and that's all he does for the rest of his life? He doesn't want to do nothing that's different. You have to start looking at yourself in that kind of way. You got to start writing down the way you think and wonder why you think that way. I'm telling you, you start expressing yourself like that, like journaling and stuff, you're going to learn a lot about yourself, bro. You're going to not be so stressed out about yourself because of the way you think, because you understand why you think like that. You understand, why am I thinking like this? And you write it down and you look back at it and it doesn't stress you out anymore. It's kind of like you had to talk with yourself in a sense. Like it's kind of like you talk to yourself and you guys had a conversation, if that makes any sense. These are the things you have to do to unfuck your life, bro. These are the steps that you have to take in order for your life to start to change. And it's not going to be something that's going to overnight just blow up. It's going to be something that takes time, bro. You're going to see small wins, big losses, small wins, big losses. You're going to see a lot of that. But the key here is to have progress. If there's no progress, not even a small amount, then you're not doing anything at all. A small amount of progress is better than no progress at all. We both know that. And yeah, it may not be satisfying for you. You may not be satisfied with that little win, but that win is better than not having any at all. Look at the people around you, man. You think the people around you who you see on a day-to-day basis, you think they give a fuck about routines and all this shit? You think they wake up at 6 and do morning routines on their days off or days they don't have to do it? Or before fucking work? No, they don't do that kind of shit, man. They don't. And the people are gonna hate on you for that, bro. And once people see what you're doing and they start to figure out what you're doing, they're gonna start to hate on that shit, but they're not gonna like that you're doing that kind of shit. They're gonna ask you, why are you doing that? Why are you writing to yourself like that? Why are you journaling? Why are you always up at this time doing this? Why are you always at the gym? People are gonna start questioning that, bro. People are gonna start hating on you for that and start acting different attitude towards that. Acting different around you. That's gonna be part of the growth, bro. That's gonna be part of you changing and you fixing and unfucking your life when you get to that point. But until then, you got to every single day do the same thing to improve your life, bro. Fuck just going to a job and just working and getting home and not doing nothing, bro. Pick up a passion, pick up a skill, pick up something that gives you purpose, bro. Anything, bro. It could be YouTube, fitness, music, writing books, anything, bro. Something that gives you purpose. And just put all your free time into that when you're not busy. And I promise you there's gonna be results, bro. I promise you that, man. Because that's what I'm doing, man. Every single day I'll strive for that. And it takes time, but I know this shit will get there after a certain while. And I keep putting in the work. I know I will get to that point. I know you guys will too. It's gonna be a long journey. It's gonna take time. But the more time it takes, the bigger the reward is going to be. As simple as that. You're going to see the fruits and labor of your work as long as you stay down and stick to the struggle and actually keep putting in the work. You're going to see different results.